there everybody, it's Roll again, and this time I'm going to be casting a PvP between the red Protoss, Neverrain, and the blue Protoss, Rob, which happens to be me. Okay, this is the first PvP I'm casting. I do actually lose this game, so I'm not casting only my wins. You know, I made a couple of mistakes. A couple ones early to put me behind the early, and a couple in the later game that really did hurt. So, as you can see, we both have our 9 pylons here. I was actually supposed to scout at 9, but again, I forgot. So, a couple little early mistakes by me. Put me a little bit behind. He's just slightly ahead of me as of right now. Units are pretty much the same. It's lost yet. Looking at our incomes, he's a little bit ahead of me. Both do our 13 gate lane. We'll scout right around that time. Now I have probes sitting at the gas. Get my gas. He already has his. We're basically essentially doing the same exact build. It's almost a mirror match. It's really all about who does it better than the person before. So, attacks my probe early. I run him around the map. I see that he's scouting with one probe and chasing my probe down with another. So, effectively, he's got a lot of probes off his minerals right now. So, hopefully that makes up for the fact that I was very late with my first pylon. Only a couple seconds behind. So, he's not building anything out of his gateway just yet. I just queued up a zealot. He still has nothing. He's still chasing my probe around and scouting, so he's got 2 probes off while I'm trying to boost out warp gate tech. Get some more probes. Throw down. Still chasing my probe around, and he's still got a scout probe out there. Don't quite know why he's still chasing my probe. He feels threatened by it, or... Our builds are essentially the exact same. Even the building placement is extremely similar. I don't see, except for his pylon is over here. This is almost an exact mirror match, except I went double zealot first. And he did go stalker. Scout finally did get here. Doesn't do anything sneaky, and leaves the base. Drop my 2 gates, as does he, I believe. No, he drops 1 first. Gets another pylon. I drop my 2 gates in a row ball. I queue up a stalker. Very late stalker, I might add. He is ahead of me by 2 or 4 probes here. So that's a huge advantage for him. That takes away all advantage of him running 2 probes around the map that whole time. But she's still chasing down my SCV, my probe, I mean. He's now putting up his 3rd gate. And robo. Building a proxy pylon in the corner here that I do not see. My observer is up, and I'm building an immortal. I recall my probe, and he has his sitting at mid-map, so he still has those two probes around the map. But he has a clear probe advantage over me. Very clear probe advantage. Now when that observer flies by, I do spot this pylon. And I believe I do go to take it out, yeah. Right about this time, I do have maybe enough units for a push. And I did see his army when my observer flew over there, but him having home field advantage, I kind of just backed off. I drop a Robo Bay an early Robo Bay, and an Expo here. He has yet to Expo or drop a Robo Bay. He is pylon locked as after I destroyed his proxy. Small amount of warpins here. Getting ready for that base. As he drops its Expo a little bit later than mine. Still a massive gap in probes though. As far as units go, I do have the advantage, but again, I did not push. If I had pushed, it may have been a victory. If I had a proxy pylon with me, it could have meant victory. But it would have been it would have been a drawn-out micro battle, I'm sure. I've got my observer flying back over there. He has his flying back as well. He now has his first immortal. 11 stalkers, 2 sentries, and an immortal. Versus 6 zealots, an immortal, 5 stalkers, and a sentry. Now, if he does not have effective use of force fielding, I could have probably taken him down when my second immortal pops. Oh, it did not pop, actually. I popped the Colossus instead. Once his Colossus pops, he doesn't even have a bay up yet. So I could have probably pushed right off his first Colossus and won this game. He still has a probe sitting at mid-map, but he still has a massive probe advantage over me. At this point, a push would have probably won me the game. But I, again, neglected. My window of opportunity soon closes in this drawn-out game. I elected to play a late game against him for reasons I don't know. I just elected to it. Can't explain why. He finally does have he does sneak a Robo Bay in there, actually. Didn't see that earlier. Just a long... I tried for a quick sneak attack with a warp from here, seeing that this was unguarded, but when I come back there was stuff being built, and he did notice the warp prism sitting there before I had time to notice. So he comes in quickly, makes quick work of that. 200 minerals for me. Unit loss count, I'm down minerals, it seems. So at this point he should be up in all aspects. He's got 50 to my 36 probes. He's dominating me in that aspect. Shadows. 2 immortals and a Colossus to my 1 immortal and 1 Colossus. Now I have 2 Colossus. So 9 stalkers to my... 13 stalkers to my 9. He still doesn't have any zealots. It's a weird composition for units, if you ask me, but he feels no zealots is the way to go. A push right now would have been a good fight, but still I elected to draw this game out. He had double gas before I did. Double Robo. Pumping out Colossus while I still had a single Robo. scouting over here. I don't know what he's scouting. He's probably scouting for extra expansions. Some hidden expos. At this time, I do believe I like to take my third. And still pumping out Colossus up 1 bay. He's now pretty much caught up with Colossus, as he has the same amount as I do, +1 now. So at this point, he's outproducing me, out-macroing me. And he has he has 59 probes to my 44. So at this point, I'm completely outplayed. And I just completely missed my window of opportunity to attack. May have had a chance early, and just there's nothing else I can say. He's much ahead of me, and I just drew the game out as long as possible, thinking that I was up ahead in macro. Somehow thought I still had an advantage. I did take my third before him, a couple seconds before him, as he elects to take his now. It's a long, drawn-out macro game at this point. I do finally put down 5 gates. He does scout my expansion. I do still have an observer on his army, seeing what he has, and knowing that he's producing off of double robots. Let's speed this up. This is a little drawn out. There won't be a battle for a little bit. So I do like to drop a ton of gates. I'll try and get my third gate saturated a little bit. Do build more Colossus. He's getting. This is where it's key, where he's getting upgrades at this point in the game, and I elected for no upgrades. I have no forges, nor do I have a Twilight Council. So at this point in the game, he's upgrading. I'm still building units, and we are about max food, and I'm still not upgrading. This is just a huge mistake on my part. Just completely forgetting upgrades. At this point, I do drop a Twilight and 2 forges, but I still never produce any upgrades from it. I do drop a second robo as well, with a ton of gates here. Something like 15 gates. He does engage. The battle does not go my way in any sense. I do try and warp in again. My units are just getting slaughtered. He has 2 Colossus, and I have 0 units. No upgrades. My units just get shred. My units are getting shred. I'm forced to retreat. I do try and put up a 4th, but it's not going to go. It's not going to be able to be saturated. I retreat back and still not upgrading anything. No upgrades. Don't even really have the money to defend myself. He's producing off a ton of gates as well. 6, 7, 8. 8 gates for him. He does attack. Destroys my expansion. Try to rush the probes over here, but it's all for naught. I just don't have the firepower to keep up with him at all. No upgrades. He's just gonna rush in and finish me off. So we get the GG. I did lose. I mean, you know, I like to cast it because it was a good macro game to show when you know, you miss your window of opportunity, and that's it. Thanks for watching. This is Wheatroll, signing out.